So, do you get sugar cravings just before your period? Hi, it's Cindy here at Beachamp Health, and today I want to talk about PMS sugar cravings and what you can do to prevent it, how you can manage it, and also explain a little bit on why people get these sugar cravings just before their period and even perhaps during their period. Because if you give into it and you eat a lot of sugar during that time, you could actually worsen the PMS symptoms, and it could even cause a more of addictive behavior after your periods. The sugar could lead to acne, lead to inflammation. It could lead to a lot of acidity in the body, which can then cause off balance of bacteria. It could even compromise the immune system. So there's like a domino effect to eating too much sugar. So the purpose of this is just to have you become aware of when it comes and what you can do to mitigate these types of addictive cravings, and what you can do to sort of like lower the cravings and perhaps even eliminate them. And so I really hope this helps you. So PMS cravings are really common, but the reason why that happens is because, first of all, your estrogen and serotonin start to drop away just before your period. And these are your natural appetite suppressants. So what you're left with is just relatively more progesterone, which is an appetite stimulant. And it's normal to eat more before your period, but make sure that you eat nutritious foods and just avoid sugar. You can use fruits, make smoothies. For that sweet tooth, you could do cacao with some honey. In order to get rid of these sugar cravings, there's a couple of things you can do. You can get more sleep. Sleep will normalize your appetite. So if you get more sleep, you're going to prevent some of these strong cravings. For snacks and meals, focus on eating a combination of protein and healthy fats. That will lower sugar cravings and keep you satisfied. Especially in the morning, for breakfast, focus on combining protein and healthy fats rather than a very carby breakfast or sugary, sweet breakfast. Because what you eat in the beginning of the day will set off this insulin rush if it's very sweet, and then your body will end up having some cravings and expectations for that for the rest of the day. So if you start off your day with lemon water, with something that has protein and healthy fat and very low carb, no sweets, then during the rest of the day, you will also have a more balanced level of energy. Things like almond butter with an apple or a piece of cheese with grapes. So these are things that have a little bit of sweet in there, but you can add protein. Sugar is an anti-nutrient. And why I say anti-nutrient is because it actually depletes your body of certain nutrients. For example, you have a fruit, you'll have sugar, fructose, but it'll also have fiber, it'll also have minerals, it'll also have enzymes, and it's hydrating. So it allows your body, it actually gives back to your body everything that's needed to digest and metabolize this fructose. Whereas when you have sugar, you're going to need to pull out certain minerals to metabolize. Your body will require extra enzymes and nutrients to actually metabolize the sugar, and it's very acidic to the body. So it'll actually pull out minerals from your bones, and it also feeds the candida in the body. And many people have already a high level of yeast, of fungus, and sugar will just feed that. So now you're going to get an off-balance microbiome, even more off-balance microbiome, and that only gives you more symptoms. So symptoms of dysbiosis, symptoms of candida could be things like a white coating on your tongue, body odor, headaches, joint pains, cramps. One of the reasons why people have more cramps is because they have less minerals, like magnesium, for example. So if you eat more sugar, you're actually depleting yourself of these minerals. So if you want to prevent cramps, the best thing is to go on an alkaline diet, very rich mineral diet, like with leafy greens. Blackstrap molasses also have a lot of minerals, magnesium. You can have, for example, nuts and seeds. Look for whole foods. And you may want to supplement with a magnesium supplement for cramps. And for the cravings, if you have really strong sugar cravings, you can add more cinnamon to your diet, maybe have some cinnamon tea. The best supplements to relieve sugar cravings are basically the same PMS supplements, which is magnesium with vitamin B6. Together, they will calm your nervous system, reduce inflammation, and improve insulin resistance. Other helpful supplements for sugar cravings include St. John's wort. If you are craving chocolate during PMS, it is possible just because your body needs more magnesium, because one bar, like 100 grams of dark chocolate, has about 200 milligrams of magnesium. So supplementing with magnesium is an easy way to relieve these cravings. And, another great thing is once you quit sugar, like, try it for 2 weeks, for example, you'll notice less inflammation. And what's great is you won't even want, because you were feeding the candida, so you're going to you're going to starve off some of this candida. And you'll notice that you could lose weight. You're going to be more energized. Your immune system would probably be stronger, because sugar actually hinders the immune system as well, because it, depletes the body, right? So if you stop eating sugar for, I would say 30 days, try it for 30 days. I say 2 weeks because it sounds easier. It's more of a mental barrier when you think of it, 1 month of stopping sugar. But I would say if you could stop it for 30 days, and you can use raw honey, you can use a little bit of maple syrup or stevia, or even blackstrap molasses would be better because it has minerals to replace the sugar, to sweeten your food, and use natural sweeteners, like use fruits. You can have unsweetened yogurt with some berries. You can have oatmeal, unsweetened almond milk with the oatmeal, but then add some banana or apple chunks. Those are, and cinnamon. Cinnamon it provides a bit of sweetness. So cinnamon actually helps to regulate sugar in the blood. So you can sprinkle cinnamon on your hot cacao, on your oatmeal, on your toast. Spread a little bit of coconut oil with a little bit of almond butter, sprinkle some cinnamon. It's great on toast. Just ideas like that to help you slowly get rid of that craving. And that craving will stop eventually. And it happened to me once. I remember I went out with 2 of my best friends to a dessert place. It was called Cheaters. Quite an adequate name for it's a cool name for a dessert place, but it doesn't exist anymore. Unfortunately, they closed down. But I remember I had a cup of tea, like some herbal tea, and they ordered, like one person ordered a really big slice of chocolate cake. The other person had ordered like sundae with chocolate fudge. And here I was having a great time. I didn't need the sweets. And it dawned on me, because I was doing the Atkins diet at the time. This was many years ago, that I didn't have any sugar interests. I was watching them eat and I had absolutely no interest. And they were surprised, and they said, wow, this must be so hard for you. How could you resist? And I told them, I said, you know what? It's not hard at all. I just don't even want it. I associated poison to this big slice of chocolate cake. So anytime I saw like really, really rich sugar like that, I think it's poison to my body. And that's how you may not want to think of it that way, but that's how I thought of it that way at the time. I associated something very negative to eating that. And it didn't feel well after eating that anyways. I mean, at the moment, it might light up some, fire in your brain, like, woo, almost like taking drugs. But then the effect after is that you're exhausted. You have the sugar coma, and you're really overloading your body, your pancreas. So I felt great. I had no temptation, and I told them, no, it's effortless. I don't want that. And if I do, I will allow myself to have some, and that's the thing, is that you need to know how to balance it. And your body will tell you. If you really pay attention to your body over time, you're going to be able to have, half a muffin, half like a slither of cake, a scoop of ice cream, not overdo it, and it'll be just right. And you'll be like, I enjoyed that. There's no guilt, there's no shame. But when you do it consciously, and you enjoy it. And then you feel how it feels for your body, and you rebalance. You go back on drinking lots of water, because water will flush out all of this toxicity, will help to lower inflammation. So yeah, you do know how to mitigate the risk of having too much sugar. So first of all, you try not to have it, but when you do, you'll learn how to get back on track, or how to lower the risk of going further down into this addictive behavior. So I hope this helps, and I hope some of the tips for PMS, for sugar cravings, will help you to kind of be free of this type of addiction and know how to handle it next time you get an inkling for something sweet. Let me know in the comments what kind of foods you like to eat before your period, and if there's some things that you've tried that had helped you ease your sugar cravings, and if you've tried some of the magnesium and B6, if that helped as well. or the tips I've mentioned earlier in the video. Or if you have any questions, you can always contact me at cindy@bchamphealth.com. Take care. Bye.